So you've realized you need to change your beneficiaries, but how do you do it, who can do it, and why should you? Hi, I'm Jared with Carlin Financial Group. For the best retirement information and to help make sure you don't outlive your income, be sure you subscribe to our channel and click that bell to be notified when we release new videos. So, the time has come to make some changes to your beneficiary designations. In my previous video about naming beneficiaries, we kind of touched on the importance of keeping your beneficiaries up to date, and I mentioned that you may need to change those beneficiaries, which has brought about a few questions about how exactly to do that. So today we're going to talk a little about that. Firstly, why would you want to change your beneficiary designations, or why might you need to change your beneficiary designations? Well, the simple reason is that life includes a lot of changes, and sometimes things need to change, like your beneficiaries. For example, a lot of spouses will name each other as their primary beneficiaries, but if you end up divorced, you may want that to change. You may no longer wish that your ex-spouse be your primary and sole beneficiary. That's one common thing that we do run into from time to time. Another thing could be a death in the family, or a birth, or something else that changes the way you want to allocate your money after you're gone. And so you want to make sure that you keep those beneficiary designations up to date as life moves on and things change in your life. We do recommend that you review these pretty much at least once a year, and certainly again as things change. An important reason to be sure that you do update your beneficiary designations on your financial accounts is because your will, which a lot of people think mandates where your things go, really does not work for financial accounts, because whatever named beneficiaries you have on most financial accounts is going to supersede anything that your will may say, and those financial institutions will just follow the directions on the latest beneficiary designation form. So who can change your beneficiaries? Well, typically it's just you, the account owner, whether that be for your bank account, your brokerage account, your 401k or IRAs, even your life insurance and annuities. They all have beneficiaries that can be named, and you want to make sure that you keep those up to date. Now, you, as the account owner, typically have the exclusive right to change those beneficiaries. Meaning, even if you have like a power of attorney, oftentimes financial institutions will not accept instructions from a power of attorney regarding beneficiary designations. So you need to make sure that you have kept your beneficiary designations as up to date as possible. Finally, how? How do you do this? Well, the good news is it's really simple. Most of the time, it just means you need to fill out a new beneficiary designation form. Now, each insurance company or custodian or bank will typically have their own individual forms that you need to fill out. But it should be a simple process. You get the form, it's going to ask you simple questions about who you are, what your account number is, and all that sort of stuff. And then it'll ask who you'd like to designate as your beneficiaries. And you simply need to list the new beneficiary designations as you wish them to be on the new form and submit that form. At that time, the most recent beneficiary designation form should take precedence, and voila, you're all set. You do want to keep copies of these forms for multiple reasons. Number one, if you do have changes, you want to make sure that your changes are implemented. And number two, you want to provide some clarity to your heirs and whoever may be managing the settlement of your estate. So if you leave them the information as to who your designated beneficiaries are for different accounts, even if often it's the same people, they'll have some idea of who needs to be contacted and notified that they should be expecting money, and then maybe follow up and make sure that that does go through and happens the way that it should. The bottom line is naming beneficiaries can be one of the most important decisions that you make regarding who will get your assets that you leave on. And you want to make sure that you keep those beneficiary designations up to date to make sure that your wishes are being followed after you're gone. If you'd like help or have more questions, you can leave us a comment down below or apply to become a client by clicking the link in the description. We thank you for spending some time with us today, and I hope you enjoyed this and found it informative. If you did, make sure you share it with a friend and give us a like. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. And as always, remember, live today, plan for tomorrow.